Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest where fireflies glowed like tiny stars, there stood two very different trees. On one side of the meadow grew Benny the bamboo, tall, slender, and always swaying happily in the breeze. On the other side stood Oliver the oak, big, strong, and very proud of his thick trunk and mighty branches. Every day, Oliver would look at Benny and say, "Why do you bend so much? Stand tall like me. I never move, not even when the wind blows." Benny would simply smile as he gently swayed and reply, "I bend because the wind is my friend. It keeps me safe." Oliver huffed, "Trees should never bend." One afternoon, dark clouds gathered above the forest. The sky rumbled, and a powerful storm swept in. Wind howled and whooshed through the meadow, stronger than it had been in many years. Benny bent low, his stalks swishing gracefully with the rushing air. "Whoosh!" the wind cried, but Benny moved with it, calm and flexible. Oliver, however, stood stiff and stubborn. "I will not bow," he declared proudly as the wind pushed harder and harder. Then, crack! With one giant gust, Oliver's roots lifted from the ground, and the proud oak toppled over with a thundering boom. When the storm passed, the forest grew quiet again. Benny looked sadly at his fallen friend. Birds and small animals gathered around and helped make Oliver's trunk into a cozy new home for critters. Even though Oliver could no longer stand tall, he still became a shelter that protected many. And from that day on, the creatures of the forest remembered the lesson. Strength isn't always about staying stiff and tall. Sometimes, true strength is the ability to bend when life gets windy. With the storm gone and the stars twinkling above, the forest settled into a peaceful sleep,